My relationship with God, my relationship with religion has changed so much over the years. And I think this happens to a lot of people,
I will say, especially coming from an African family.
yes. So my dad is Muslim, but my grandmother here who raised my sister and I, she's Christian. And we, when I moved to the United States, we were going to church every Sunday, Bible study every Wednesday. And I still go to church today. But my relationship with God has changed significantly. I think growing up, I always saw God as this, scary person who I had to obey. And if I didn't obey him, I would be punished, right? I would be going to hell, or I'm a bad person if I made mistakes. But down the line, in 2019, I was in a very severe car accident where I almost lost my life. And after that, it's so interesting how the universe works. But before that, I wasn't going to church. I wasn't praying. I felt really disconnected. I was almost an atheist. I was like everyone in my life who were God-fearing people, I could never look up to them. They were all people that I didn't want to emulate their behavior. I didn't feel like they, I was like, and if that is what God represents, then I don't want any parts of that, So I felt very lost, and I was just in a lost space in my life in general, like all over. So after my car accident, I was introduced to this book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Oh, I love that book.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
It's a great book. And I was in my spirituality back. I was, I'm a person that if I find something, I will like dive into it 1,000,000%. So I read it, and it was like mind blowing because these were not things that I had ever been introduced to. Like, what is mindfulness?
Yes.
What is presence? What do you mean I'm not my thoughts? Like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, so that is when I was introduced to that, and I totally leaned in, and I feel like it came at such a perfect time because I felt so lost, but I knew that God had spared my life for a reason. And in reading, these books and listening to these spiritual teachers, I feel like I really, found myself, or maybe didn't find myself. I felt found. And so from then on, that is kind of how I've lived my life. I would say I am deeply spiritual. I try to be as mindful as I can be. I feel like connecting to source for me is